There was no show scheduled. This is crazy. This is stupid. Why is there a show right now? I have Tuesdays off. Good morning. Hi. Nice to see you guys. How are you guys? Robbie Myers. Hi. Sevy sitting back, laughing at us morons still being in the chat for a non-show. No, I wish I could do that. Instead, I got a text being like, hey, dude, you had a show scheduled 15 minutes ago. I felt my back tighten up. And I yelled at my wife, make me a coffee, god damn it. And I ran into the studio. What's crazy is this morning it was like 6:54. My wife goes, hey, man, you got a show in 6 minutes. I'm like, nah, I got Tuesdays off. I'm cool as shit. I got Tuesdays off. Thank you, babe. Haven't even had a coffee yet. I just came on to say hi for a second. Yeah, someone texted me, is your internet broken? Thanks. Appreciate it. No, I'm a douche. I don't know what happened. I think what happened was the Russell Berger hoodie color doesn't. The Russell Berger show was scheduled last week, and then sometimes when we have to move a show around temporarily, we'll just move it down a week, and then I guess it just got forgotten down there. This show brought to you by Augustus Link, CPA. If you need your taxes done, Augustus can do them. He's a non-drug user, a CrossFitter, just an all-around good dude. I got Tuesdays off until I don't. Yeah. And I'm just joking. I don't know. I just tried to clear Tuesdays up for so Sousa would have his show on Tuesdays. I don't know what's happening. I'm just gonna come on and say hi to you guys for a second. Did you guys see the Tucker Carlson video on Instagram where he interviews that guy Alexander Dungan? Does anyone want to tell me about that interview? Are Tucker's interviews behind a paywall now too? What's going on over there? I kind of want to see that interview. It says that the Biden administration is actively tries to ban his books from being for sale. And then I started looking around for audio versions of the book, and I couldn't find it. And I was like, wow, I wonder if there's some truth to this. Heidi, good morning. Hi. Busy getting the show standee of the day? Getting the first standee of the day? I wish. I thought about it. I thought about getting a standee today. But it's 7:25 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Jake Chapman presenting some science here on the show early. Since I've been using Matuthi, my erections have been 4% harder. Well, good. Chris, creating a platform where people waiting to hear what you have to say, which you really just plagiarize from Instagram, is pretty cool, Sevy. Thank you. Is this true? Is this true? The Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight is now officially sanctioned. You want to hear something crazy? You want to hear my delusions of grandeur, Corey? I think that fight, I should look really quick. I think that fight is on Netflix, right? Netflix Tyson fight. So if you're just a member, do you just get to see that? Is that how that works? Is that just to generate people to sign up? Netflix Tyson Jake. Let's see what it says. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson is officially on Netflix. How to watch Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. The event will be available to stream on Netflix. Do you have to pay extra for it, or is it pay-per-view? That's what I want to know. Is Jake Paul Tyson pay-per-view? You guys will probably tell me in the chat before. Paul 27 and Tyson engage in an exhibition boxing match. You're saying it's sanctioned now, so it's not exhibition. At AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas on July 20th. The bout will be streamed globally by Netflix, but not come with a pay-per-view price tag. Okay. Dude, love that beanie. Thank you. You can get it at Vindicate, VNDK8, VNDK8.com. What a cool, they just need to pick up the Kill Taylor show right now. That's it. They should just pick up the Kill Taylor show. It would crush. Do you want to know why? Look at this. If anyone here thinks that Taylor's ever like going too hard, look at this shit. Taylor is this generation. He is like, he's the masculine side of this generation. He got all the masculinity that's look at this clip I'm about to show you. I mean, Taylor is gold. Like right before the show starts, Taylor will just say some shit like, hey, you know, I'm probably going to go pretty hard. He says it all calm. And then all of a sudden the show comes on and he just goes fucking berserk. Here we go. Well, look at this shit. This shit is gold. This is Pat McAfee. He had a little podcast and now he's got a fucking $150 million contract with ESPN and he talks shit directly to their executives. Listen to this shit. This is awesome. Here we go.
Like the whole. Okay.
So this is a football game, and I guess they're doing the podcast live at the football game, like up on some stage. And I don't. And this guy Pat McAfee has like some regular guys who are on his show all the time, right? Like 3 or 4 guys.
Hey, fuck the Lions and fuck Detroit! You guys are gonna be chanting Hendon Hooker in 2 years.
I don't know what that means, Hendon Hookers, but whatever.
Fuck off! You guys are losers!
And a third one. How long do you think you can do this?
I've never worried about the fucking Lions, and today will not be the day that I start. Jordan Love's gonna put his big old dick on every one of your foreheads for the next 20 years!
All right. Oh! These people in Detroit did deserve
Well,
it.
they came at me first.
All right. We'll be back on Monday.
Dick on the forehead. Dick on the forehead. God, that guy's fucking awesome. I don't even know who Jordan Love is, but he's going to put his dick on the. He just told the crowd, hey, that Jordan Love, he's going to put his dick on your forehead. Oh, my God. I need a Bible in here. I need to do Bible readings like I do from the Tao Te Ching. When taxes are too high, number 75, Tao Te Ching. When taxes are too high, people go hungry. When the government is too intrusive, people lose their spirit. Act for the people's benefit. Trust them. Leave them alone. You know, trusting people is important. My kids are starting to realize that there's people you can't trust, but it doesn't matter. You got to transcend that shit. The sooner you do, the happier you'll be. And I'm not saying you don't learn from people that just keep betraying you or that can't be trusted, but like, and it's not even smart to word it like that they betray you. Okay, so that, like, I have a friend who just can't be trusted. Okay, so he's the friend who can't be trusted. I still trust him when I can. I still try to set him up for success. So many good things on Instagram right now. So many funny things. I had a couple stay at my house over the weekend. They stayed 2 nights at the house. They have 2 boys. They're from Berkeley. They hate Trump with a passion. Like they just hate him, right? They just hate him. And they lived in the neighborhood that I used to live, and the cheapest home there is like I bought my home there in 2011 for $400,000. My home there now is probably worth $1.5 million. And by the way, I paid that home off. I paid that home off the day I was fired from CrossFit. Can you believe that? I got a 15-year loan and I paid my mortgage twice a month. And so I was telling him the story about how in 48 hours, Adam Schiff, who's running for U.S. Senate, was robbed in San Francisco, how the mayor of Los Angeles, her home was robbed, and how we watched on live TV the security guard of the mayor of San Jose all get attacked. And I was basically like, hey, you know that shit won't happen if that shit will go away once you start electing Republicans into office. Well, we'll start getting pride back in our police departments. The police will start being allowed to do their jobs. Prosecutors in the DA office will start putting people in jail. and things will get safer. And they hate. What's crazy is that they align with everything that's conservative. They hate the fucking school system. They're so bummed at all the things that their kids being taught tranny shit. Oh, you want to hear one of the things they told me? I'll get to the real cool thing in a second. But one of the things they told me is their kids in the 3rd grade, right, at Berkeley Unified School District, and their teacher is a open Marxist, and there's no guidelines on what the teachers can and can't teach. It's just like open, right? So the teacher's teaching the kids about Marxism and the values of Marxism, and she has like a sign on her classroom, "I'm a Marxist." Caller, hi. Hello? Caller? Hello? I don't know what happened to the caller. They're kind of on there. I hooked the phone up. I don't know why I can't hear you. Anyway, so they're at my house for a couple nights, and then they go home, and the father calls me, and he goes, "Hey, dude, check this out." And I go, "What?" He goes, "There's a homeless guy on my neighbor's porch. His neighbor's house is probably worth $2 million. And the neighbor's sleeping on the porch, or the homeless guy's sleeping on their porch. So the cops come. It takes the cops an hour to get this fucking drug addict fucking criminal off their porch. And they can't get, hello? So finally the cops get the drug addict criminal after drug addict professional thief off the porch after an hour. The cops leave. The drug addict criminal comes back on the porch and starts sleeping on there again. 5 minutes later, the cops show up again. They get the guy off the porch again. The guy leaves. 5 minutes later, he comes back again. This happens 4 times. 4 fucking times. When is it like, hey, dude, you're what's it called? Like you're trespassing. Take him to jail. Caller, hi.
Hey, Sevi, what's up, man?
What's up, dude?
How
I'm
are
barely awake. I'm having my first sip of Paper Street coffee live on the air right now. This morning, I haven't even had coffee.
Heck yeah, it's a great morning. Just wanted to say I love you. I love the tooth powder. I've been on the tooth powder for about a month. It's life-changing, like you said.
Hey, what about this? What about this crazy shit? You know what fucking Tyler Watkins told me yesterday about the tooth powder? He goes, dude, I just finished my first jar of tooth powder. I'm like, awesome. And he's like, but hey, dude, I think it should come. I think you should sell mouthwash too. Mouthwash?
Yeah, I think you could definitely expand into other streams. I mean,
isn't mouthwash just beta shit? Isn't mouthwash just a total scam? Like it makes you feel good for like a second and then it goes away and just produces bacteria in your mouth?
It could, but we need to pump those funds up for Till Taylor, man. That was an awesome show.
Oh my God, dude. I'm telling you, that show very soon is going to be $2,000. Within a year, that show will be $2,000 a week with rollovers.
It's gonna be incredible. I can tell you, my wife looks at me every day like I'm crazy. A different box shows at my house. First, it was the tooth powder. Then it was the Born Primitive Savage Ones. Then it was the Colton plushie.
Oh, you did? You got the stuffed animal?
Oh yeah. It's awesome.
Oh, cool. Yesterday after the show, I got to talk to John's wife, and she showed me a bunch she was mailing out. And we were trying to think of something else she could do. Like maybe she should make one of his teeny weenies. What's his dog's name? His dog has a name, right? Like his main dog is.
I think so, but I mean, like that just kind of writes itself. I mean, let's do that.
Yeah,
let's do that.
Yeah. So he said. Anyway, I don't know. I just feel like a mouthwash would betray the whole point of the tooth powder is just to be healthy. But she sold a shitload of those. I want to help her do more during semifinals.
I can tell you, I ordered it. You know, it shows up, great quality. My son loves it. The sisters are trying to fight him over it, so it's great.
How many kids do you have?
It's a good one. I have 3.
Wow, good job. Hey, what was the name of her Instagram account? I want to see if I can find her account.
It's Mustard Seed Crochet.
That's right.
I think there's an underscore in there somewhere.
That's right. Mustard. I'll probably just type in mustard and it'll pop up. I don't follow any mustards besides her. Oh yeah, here we go.
Hey, all right, Debbie, have a great rest of your show. I just wanted to call you and tell you that I love you. You're the man.
Thank you. Congratulations on the 3 kids. You're a good dude.
Appreciate it, man.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
This place, Mustard Seed Crochet. She doesn't even have. She should have posted like the box of the piggies she sent out. Maybe let me see. Let me see if it's on here. If there's a box of the... Oh, I thought they were going to post a box of the pigs. No. I'll post the pigs on my account. Holy shit, this account has 26,000 followers? That's crazy. Anyway, I found it ironic. Otis is the boy wiener dog. Okay. Yeah, they need a... Mrs. Young needs to do an Otis. Oh, it's a biblical reference? Mustard seed is a biblical reference. Oh, okay. Let's see. Mustard seed biblical. It is the kingdom of heaven thus understood, which is likened to a grain of mustard seed. A grain of mustard seed may allude to the warmth of faith or to its property as antidote to poison. It follows. Oh, okay. Parable of the mustard seed. The king. This is Jerome says this. The kingdom of heaven. Isn't that weird? I wanted to read something from the Bible today, and here it is, just like that. Bam. Thank you. Just like that. The kingdom of heaven is preaching of, the Jerome says this, quote, the kingdom of heaven is the preaching of the gospel and the knowledge of the scriptures, which leads to life, concerning which it is said to the Jews, the kingdom of God shall be taken from you. Matthew 21:43. It is the kingdom of heaven thus understood, which is likened to a grain of mustard seed. Then Augustine says, a grain of mustard seed may allude... Oh, no, never mind. I don't even know what the fuck I'm reading. The man who sows, then Jerome says this, the man who sows is by most understood to be the Savior, who sows the seed in the minds of believers, by others the man himself, who sows in his field, that is, in his own heart, who indeed is he that soweth, but our own mind and understanding, which receiving the grain of preaching and nurturing it by the dew of faith. Oh, okay, now I'm starting to understand the metaphor. The dew of faith. Make it spring up in the field of our own breast, which is the least of all seeds. All right, I get it. The gospel preaching is the least of all the systems of the schools. At first view, it has not even the appearance of truth, announcing a man as God, a man God put to death, and proclaiming the offense of the cross. Compare this teaching with the dogmas of the philosophers, with their books, the splendor of their eloquence, the polish of their style, and you will see how the seed of the gospel is the least of all seeds. I don't know. That sounds sacrilegious. Okay, a little more Bible. Justin Scroggins, Matthew 17:20. Truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Yeah, that's my point. I think that Taylor Self show they should just pick it up and put it on Netflix. It should just be a live show on Netflix and just watch it grow. I mean, I'm telling you, it would be fucking huge on Netflix. It would be so funny. People would just... Do you guys remember that show, Click and Clack? Does anyone here remember that show? I've talked about it before on here. I'll pull up the wiki page. Click and Clack. My mom would listen to it in the car. It was like on Sundays. It was on Sundays on National Public Radio. The page Click and Clack does not exist. Oh, it's called Car Talk. Okay. The show is called Car Talk, and the guys were the Click and Clack brothers. Car Talk refers to the work of Click and Clack, the Tappet brothers, Tom and Ray Magliozzi. That includes a website, a podcast of reruns that is currently hosted by Apple Podcast. It was an original radio show that ran from 1977 to October 2012. Wow. Car Talk was presented in the form of a call-in radio show. Listeners called in with questions related to motor vehicle maintenance and repair. Most of the advice sought was diagnostic and callers describing symptoms and demonstrating sounds of an alien vehicle, while the Magliozzi's made an attempt to identify the malfunction of the car over the telephone and give advice to how to fix it, while the host peppered their call-in sessions with jokes directed at both the caller and at themselves. However, when they were stumped, they tempted anyway with an answer they claimed was unencumbered by the thought process. It was a ridiculous show. As of 2012, it had 3.3 million listeners each week on about 660 stations. That's 1% of the U.S. population. Isn't that wild? Sleeky, all right, I've got to be responsible. Have a great day. I'm going to give my husband a standee. Well, that's cool. Pat Lang, Car Talk was phenomenal. Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of like the Car Talk of the fitness world. Excuse me. Car Talk of the fitness world, huh? I've talked to you guys a lot about or we've talked a lot about thought police, right? And so I like to use thought as sort of the difference to explain the difference between gender and sex. Sex is something you can point at, and gender is just your imagination or thought. And one of the lines of delineation between conservatives and liberals is liberals want to police people's minds. And that just torments people. That just makes miserable people. Well, conservatives want to police the outside world. And policing people's minds is like just crazy Orwellian. Crazy Orwellian. Like making people, changing the definition of words, making people use pronouns, all the political correct stuff. Like when I was a kid, we had a beautiful Oriental carpet, and then at some point it became inappropriate to say Oriental. Like for some reason, like that was a bad word, which is kind of crazy because in my mind, it's a beautiful word. Sevon, when Russell comes on, will you ask him what he thinks about Mayhem's promotion of Christianity while having Facundo, an openly homosexual man, on their coaching staff? Russell's not coming on. This isn't even supposed to be a show. But I mean, you could ask it. You could ask him when he comes on. I don't think it's a big deal. I think you're supposed to just love everybody. Except everybody. Except pedophiles. Okay. So here, listen to this right here. This is pretty insightful from Tucker. Here we go.
Just so amazing. I have to play it for you. I mean, we lay out the fourfold interconnected threat that white world voters pose to the country. They're the most racist, xenophobic, anti-immigrant, and anti-gay geodemographic group in the country. Second, they're the most conspiracist group. QAnon support and subscribers, election denialism, COVID denialism, and scientific skepticism, Obama birtherism.
So there's so many things that are interesting about what those two pigs are saying on television. And the most interesting to me is that white rural voters are, of course, the weakest people in America.
Rural people, period, are the
rural people,
strongest.
period. That's exactly right, regardless of race. But that none of the supposed crimes that he mentioned, whether they're true or not, are crimes of action. They're all thought crimes. And so they're the most dangerous people in the country, not because they're killing others or embezzling money or getting rich through the carried interest loophole or starting wars. They're the most dangerous because they have thoughts that those two pigs don't like. It's so interesting.
They are the thought police, man. The left is just, they are the thought police. Oh, you did listen to this? I was listening to Tucker's interview with Alexander Dugin before the show. Really interesting stuff. Yeah, I want to hear that. I know the left is fucking crazy. The left is nuts. Patty Lang. I think you consider me liberal, and I want nothing to do with anyone's mind. I want everyone to do whatever the fuck they want, as long as they aren't physically hurting anyone. I played this one before for you guys too. I just love Dana White. I want Dave to have complete control over CrossFit, so he could be the Dana White of CrossFit and I could be the Joe Rogan. That's like my newest thing in the last month. I've been just like thinking about that a lot. I just want them to just like, okay, Dave, go ahead. Have at it. Just fucking be you. Just go fucking nuts. Just run CrossFit with an iron fist like Dana does the UFC, and let Sevi be your Joe Rogan.
Company that sells stationary bikes for a fucking living is trying to silence Robert Kennedy Jr. He had Robert Kennedy Jr. on his show, and an advertiser called and told him, "You're not posting that podcast, take it down." It was Peloton. Barry McCarthy is the CEO of Peloton. Imagine that fucking dork calling you and telling you that you can't have Robert Kennedy. Who the fuck are you, Barry McCarthy? We're throwing the Pelotons in the garbage. We're throwing them out of the UFC gym. A company that sells...
Good. I can't think of... When I think of those companies, unfortunately, Peloton and SoulCycle, I just think of just betas. Just boys that just men that don't know how to raise their boys. And I want a Peloton, but not now. Just ride my assault bike until Bill and Katie send me a, what do they have? Echo bike. Okay, here we go.
Greatest perpetrator of misinformation during the pandemic.
This guy on the right, Jay Bhattacharya, is coming on the podcast. He's scheduled to come on the podcast. Not the guy talking, but the guy to the right of him. And he's a Stanford double PhD. And he was liberal, but they got him. The woke crowd got him. Here we go. He'll be on the show in a few days. Here we go.
Greatest perpetrator of misinformation during the pandemic has been the United States government. Misinformation that COVID was spread through surface transmission, that vaccinated immunity was far greater than natural immunity, that masks were effective. Now we have the definitive Cochrane review. What do you do with that review? Cochrane is the most authoritative evidence body in all of medicine and has been for decades. Do you just ignore it, not talk about it? That myocarditis was more common after the infection than the vaccine. Not true. It's 4 to 28 times more common after the vaccine.
Myocarditis is 400% to 2,800% more common after the vaccine.
That young people benefit from a booster. Misinformation. The vaccine mandates would increase vaccination rates. The George Mason University study shows.
How do you sleep at night if you gave your kid the injection? How the fuck do you sleep at night? Caller, hi. Travis, what's up, dude?
Good morning.
Hey.
Okay. Not to change the subject.
No, please. Yeah. Let's change it. What?
$500 up for grabs this weekend. Actually, 1,000. Right?
1,000, 500 rollover from the last week that I should call Dale King this morning. The Dale King and Doc Spartan put up from the Matuthian powder, and I spent Dale's money to advertise my Matuthian, and then 500 from Vindicate, the official clothing line of all things CrossFit, as crowned by the Sevon podcast.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah,
what if I up the ante? So anyone who tries it gets within a minute of Taylor's time, I'll Venmo him $25.
You'll Venmo him a CEO shirt?
$5.
A CEO shirt. That's a great idea.
If we can send him through Venmo, that'd be cool. But
can we give him a shirt instead of 25? Did you say $25?
Yeah, we can do a CEO shirt instead.
I would love to do that.
You got to get within a minute of Taylor's time.
And we don't even know what the workout is.
So what I want to do, no, I know. But what I want is people to do it and actually go for it, like really go for it.
Yeah.
So if you're a minute, if you're 10 seconds, 59 seconds within his time, CEO shirt.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you can push that out this week.
Okay. The thing is I don't even think if the show's only an hour long and I try to get started right away, I don't even think we'll get more than 4 or 5 people. I think the money's going to keep rolling over really fast.
Yeah, probably.
Because it's going to be
That's
so
why
it's going to be
people
so
who wanna
hard for
do it-
someone great to get in. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. No, and I want people who are very serious about doing it and actually think they can do it to text you and not send you pics and my time could be this. Like, no.
Jeremy,
message, sure you're doing it.
Jeremy Eat World says he's going to try it this weekend. He says you'll be sending him a shirt. He's getting within a minute.
You got to get picked though. So do people understand this is like a lottery? If you your name gets put.
They don't
So
understand.
we got to explain how this all works.
I don't think it can be explained because I've explained it 100 times. I think people will slowly figure it out. It's kind of an IQ test.
True.
All right, thank you. That's awesome. You guys,
Cool.
Saturday, 10 a.m.
CEO
Pacific
shirt.
Standard Time. CEO shirts being given away for free. And all you got to do is call in and give it your best shot, and you'll get close enough to win one. And then if you win, you get $1,000, courtesy of Vindicate.
There you go.
All right, awesome. Thank you. You're a good dude.
All right, man. You bet.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I didn't tell the boys this yet, but on the Wednesday, I'm driving down to Los Angeles to Carson the Wednesday before the semifinals, and I'm bringing 2 roadcasters, and I'm bringing 6, 7, 8 headsets, and we got a big house, it has 13 beds in it. Me, Taylor, Will Brandstetter, Souza, etc. And we're all going to sit around and do podcasts there, just on the couches and just whatever. I think that's the plan. Doesn't that sound fun? So I think Wednesday and Thursday we'll go live from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll all go live from the house, which is going to be cool. Is it? It is the weakest semi in North America, the West. It is. Well, it'll be the coolest because I'm there. So there's that. All right. Back to the show.
It did one thing. It created never-vaxxers who are now not getting the childhood vaccines they need to get, something which is unforgivable, and that is the weaponization of medical research itself. The CDC putting out their own shoddy studies, like their own study on natural immunity, looking at one state for 2 months, when they had data for years on all 50 states. Why did they only report that one sliver of data? Why did they salami slice the giant database? Because it gave them the result they wanted. The greatest perpetrator.
There you go. How the hell did you let the government inject your kid? Holy shit. They needed to go to school. Oh, they had to be in the band. They just had to. They just had to. They just had to. This one I'm going to have to explain to you. This one you're about to see. There's a component of this is like, dude, no shit, duh. Like, this is so fucking obvious. But here we go.
That's an interesting statistic that you were saying that. So conservative families have less depressed kids. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Apparently, boys from boys from liberal families have higher anxiety rates than girls from conservative families.
But above, like, if you just looked at the norm, more girls generally
Yes.
have anxiety.
Right.
But in conservative families, girls are less anxious than boys from liberal families.
That's right.
So in the thing here is generally, I guess they're saying that women, girls, female children who are girls have more anxiety than boys who are children, right? But if you're in a conservative family, your girls will have even less anxiety than boys in liberal families, when generally boys have lower anxiety than girls. And why do you think that is? Will Brandstetter, this gal is the one who wrote the book on transgenderism that Russell recommended, and also a bad therapy, why our kids aren't growing up. Here we go.
Right. And I mean, we could speculate as to why. There are lots of proposed reasons.
Not speculate. If you guys know any liberals who have kids, you'll see their kids are so fucking anxious. And it's for one reason and one reason only. Across the board. 99.99999%.
For that. But one of the many, things that we might, first of all, we know it's in the environment at that point. It's not an organic, whatever these kids are going through, it's not organic, right? So we know it's something we're pouring into their life. And I think one of the things might be that, aside from the fact that parents in conservative families may be more comfortable asserting their authority with kids. And that's an old finding. We've known for generations now that authoritative parenting meaning not cold parenting, not cruel, not unloving, but rules. Those kids have better mental health. They're happier and they're more successful.
It's not just rules, it's letting your kids make decisions. You think you're being nice. Oh, what kind of pizza would you like? What would you like for dinner? Do you want to go swimming at this pool or at this pool? Would you like to do your chores first or this first? All that shit, letting kids fucking run the household, all it does is build their anxiety. It puts a tremendous amount of stress and pressure on the kids. A tremendous amount.
In all kinds of ways.
So that's an interesting...
Rules. Your kids need fucking rules. They need boundaries. They want boundaries and rules. Thank you, Caved Astro. Yes, they want boundaries and rules. It's not a discussion. It's not up to them where the family goes on vacation. It's not up to them for anything. You make the rules and the boundaries, and then inside of that, they're free. And when you're free, you have no anxiety. But with no boundaries and no rules, you're not free. You just fucking freak out and fall off the edge. It's so obvious, and at first it'll look like your kid may be thriving in that, but as the kid gets older, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, you'll see the anxiety set in. They feel a personal responsibility for the family that they shouldn't have. They should be free as a kid, and instead they start feeling a responsibility for the well-being of the family unit. You don't want your kid feeling that responsibility. That's your responsibility as an adult. And your kid won't be able to handle the smallest type of little bits of anxiety and stress. Strong daddies reduce adult anxiety. Another huge problem is most kids are growing up without a real relationship with their mother because she isn't at home. Heather Rakowski, I've seen it. Me too. The insecurities this creates when a child runs the house. Yep, that well said. When the child runs the house, the child feels like if I'm running over these adults, I'm going to. Who's going to protect me? Yeah, I know shit really is hitting the fan for my kids when they run to me instead of my wife. It doesn't mean that you're not loving, doesn't mean you're not warm, doesn't mean you're not fun. This next one is so fun. This next one is so fun. So the White House hired this lady, and she is a complete train wreck. She's been a train wreck forever. And it must be hard speaking to the world, knowing that you have to constantly lie. And that's the position she's in. She's a immigrant, she's black, and she's a lesbian. And she's a DEI hire from the White House. And she's the voice of the White House to the world. I don't even know her name. They call her KJP. And the press conferences are fucking hilarious. And she does a lot of them. And there's a guy from Fox named Peter Ducci who just on the regular just fucks her shit up. It's so funny. But check this out. This is, by the way, I believe that this happened at CrossFit Inc. also. The problem when you hire DEI people is then you're held hostage by the fact that you can't get rid of them. You're so scared to get rid of them. There were people, there were numerous people who worked at CrossFit Inc. who were 1/100th as capable as I am, who got to keep their jobs because of DEI. And imagine the legitimate black lesbians who are there, but like, fuck it, like you can't even get your head wrapped around that they're legitimate because the DEI thing, the racist thing, is so strong, right? It would be like if the Lakers fired Steph Curry because he's black and brought me on. Everyone would just know. It's like that clear now. We need a white guy. They bring me on. They fire Steph Curry. I'm out there in a jersey.
Post found out Biden's senior staff's trying to close the book on Binder because of her binder. Sources say she's not quick enough, reads from her binder word for word, and doesn't make compelling cases to reelect the big guy. What do you think?
In Las Vegas, he told a story about recently talking to a French president who died in 1996.
I'm not even going to go down that rabbit hole with you, sir. So the board has never convened. It never convened, and the board is yes, the board is pausing in the sense that it will not convene. Let me see if I have anything new for you on that. I think it's been a couple of days since we have been asked that question.
And I'm judgmental as fuck too. When Trump got that hot blonde chick, I'm like, oh my God, Trump got a stripper to do his press conferences, but she ended up being amazing. Now she's over at Fox News. She's amazing.
Okay. I don't have anything new.
Sources tell the Post that Biden's senior aides have been quietly scheming to get her to leave on her own so they don't have to fire her.
Okay, so they're quietly scheming to get rid of her. No integrity. It's all about just manipulation, loaded questions, right? It's just complete. Yeah, that chick was a boss, that blonde chick. I know. It was crazy. But she did look like a stripper, too. At least in my, whenever I closed my eyes, I saw her naked.
Quote, there's such a huge diversity issue, and they're afraid of what folks are going to say. They're talking about Biden's senior advisor, Anita Dunn, and Chief of Staff, Jeff Zients. Now, how does Biden's very white staff push out the first black gay immigrant press secretary? Now, top Democrats are fielding DEI distress calls from the West Wing. Quote, there was an effort to have some outside folks who Corinne knows and trusts talk to her about why leaving last fall would have made a lot of sense for her in her career.
Imagine not having direct and clear communication and playing games at the level of running the United States of America. Trump has all the pretty ladies. I know his attorney is something else. Holy shit. Holy shit. Sebi, thanks for doing the show anyway. Yeah, no problem. My pleasure. I was excited to do it. I felt bad that you guys were in here just hanging out. I mean, I know you guys love each other, but still, I was like, fuck, that's lame.
in an effort to encourage her to move along. Nothing came out of that. Then Binder reportedly received an unsolicited offer to become the president of Emily's List. But she said, no, I'm staying at the podium. The big guns then physically pushed her out of the way, forcing her to share the stage with National Security spokesman John Kirby. But she sucked it up and stood there while he took questions on the war. Another source says it's because she doesn't have a grasp of the issues and doesn't spend the time to learn. There's an enormous amount of work that goes into getting ready for briefings, and consistently, she does not put in that level of work. But that source says Binder's confident regardless. Quote, she thinks she's really doing a really good job and thinks the president wants her to stay. The New York Post found out Biden's senior staff.
Crazy. Just shit. Just shit for comms at the highest level. Just shit for comms at the highest level. If you haven't tried the Matoothian, you should try the Matoothian. Don't listen to Tyler Watkins. He thinks I need a mouthwash. I don't know. He just doesn't have enough hippie in him. But he did love it. He used his whole jar already. I have to call Dale King. I tried calling him yesterday to let him know that I spent $500 of his money. DocSpartan.com. DocSpartan.com. Portsmouth CrossFit. Can you imagine what a scumbag taking $500 from a CrossFit affiliate? Come on, Sevi. Come on, Sevi. I don't hear it ringing. Makes me nervous. Did you guys hear me calling? I thought I heard it calling. Shit. All right. All right. Still no answer. 5 parts water, 1 part Matoothian. Mix it up. There's your mouthwash, Tyler. Yeah, tell him. Caved Astro. Think about how addicted to attention someone would have to be to want to stay in that position with such poor performance. We have 2 new sponsors in the wing. I've been consuming their shit to see, like, and trying to research it to make sure that they're a good fit. I'm kind of excited. Yeah, that's what happens. You hire someone who's a DEI person, and then it's really hard to get rid of them, right? Because they're the kind of people who are going to do just crazy wackadoodle shit to you to get back at you. They're not just going to move on. There's an entitlement there. I mean, you hired them. You set them up for that. You hired them with that entitlement in mind. I hired you because of your skin color, of what kind of pussy you like, and the fact you're from another country. And so if you're not going to fire them based on those things, then why would you fire them based on their merit? It doesn't even make sense to them. Jerry Seinfeld, and this is the kind of shit you're going to hear from liberals more and more. This is just fucking idiot talk, but I guess maybe he's on the path. Here we go. Jerry Seinfeld.
Nothing really affects comedy. People always need it. They need it so badly, and they don't get it. It used to be you would go home at the end of the day. Most people would go, oh, Cheers is on. Oh, MASH is on. Oh, Mary Tyler Moore is on. All in the Family's on. You just expected there'll be some funny stuff we can watch on TV tonight. Well, guess what? Where is it? This is the result of the extreme left, and
not the extreme left, you jackass, just the left. Not the extreme left, just the left.
The PC crap, and people worrying.
The entire left is PC.
So much about offending other people. When
that's the whole premise of being raised a Democrat, worried about offending other people. That's the whole premise.
You write a script and it goes into 4 or 5 different hands, committees, groups. Here's our thought about this joke. Well, that's the end of your comedy. They move the gates like in skiing.
Yeah.
Culture.
That's interesting. I wonder why so many, that's probably why shows like this show and other shows are doing so well, because there is none of that. People are just looking, even if you're offended by something I say, you accept it because it's like, fuck, 9 out of 10 times at least it's spot on. I just want to listen to something that's just like free flowing and not just have continuous censorship over it. At least it feeds my soul a little bit.
Sure, the gates are moving. Your job is to be agile and clever enough.
Agile and clever. Is there anything, any 2 words that better describe this fucking podcast? Go ahead. Mason Mitchell, David Weed, Pat Wanger, Pat. The 3 biggest haters and critics. Even you guys can agree with that. Agile and clever. That's why you're here. Go ahead. I'm waiting. David, Pat, Mason. Now you know why you're here if you didn't know. Even you guys got to admit that. That's what this show is. Mason Mitchell is a hater. Oh, don't ruin my story, please. Cave Astro, don't just go with it, please. Just look forward and just go with it.
That wherever they put the gates, I'm going to make the gate.
Our country has become obsessed with headlines, tweets, and...
Oh, shut it. You're hot. What? No, he's not? Mason getting branded as a hater? He's a sex object and a hater. His girlfriend only fucks him for his body. I'm telling you. Cave Astro, the only thing Mason hates is when he's not on the cardio machine. Judy Reed, Mason Mitchell is a good dude. Do you find women in sweaters hot? A bit gay, isn't it? I don't know. It depends. Oh, here we go. Is the entire right wing God-fearing, homosexual, hating Nazis? I see your point. I see what you're saying. But listen, no, they are not. They are not. The left is what's funny is that's what you just described the left. Under the guise of them loving them. That's what they do. Because it would be politically incorrect to do that. Thank you, Pat. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. Fuck, show's over. Love this show. Very clever you are. Thank you. That's like some fucking I like the way he wrote that. Very clever you are. Yoda talks like that, right? Thank you. I'm going to have a great day today. I can tell. Okay, brace yourself. This is one of your people. All you Christians out there, all you got, hey, Pat, you're going to love this. All you Christians, this is your chick. This is the fucking governor of fucking New York who mandated little kiddies get the injection. She hates black people. She hates cops. She loves crime. She demanded that New York City be a sanctuary city and now is trying to flip the script on it. You guys ready? This is one of yours. Here we go. You're going to love this, Patty. One of yours, guys. Here we go. Brace yourself. If you're Christian, hold your Bible tight to your chest. Here we go. Oh, Matt Burns. Oh, Maddie, I know. You want to kick her out of the tribe. Here we go. Here we go. What's her name? Kathy Hochul. Here we go.
God did answer our prayers. He made the smartest men and women, the scientists, the doctors, the researchers. He made them come up with a vaccine. That is from God to us. And we must say, thank you, God. Thank you. And I wear my vaccinated necklace all the time to say, I'm vaccinated. All of you. Yes, I know you're vaccinated. You're the smart ones, but you know there's people out there who aren't listening to God and what God wants. You know this. You know who they are. I need you to be my apostles. I need you to go out and talk about it.
Her apostles. Her apostles. I need you to be my apostles.
And say, we owe this to each other. We love each other.
Listen, I don't believe in the devil and I don't believe in evil, but this is, if I did believe in the devil, this is exactly what it would look like. This is what it would look like and what it would sound like.
Jesus taught us to love one another. And how do you show that love? But to care about each other enough to say, please get vaccinated because I love you. I want you to live. I want our kids to be safe when they're in schools. I want you to be safe when you go to a doctor's office or to a hospital and are treated by.
Imagine getting your kid vaccinated so then you could send him to a place to be indoctrinated. Fucking crazy, dude. The layers of insanity.
Somebody, you don't want to get the virus from them. You're already sick or you wouldn't be there. We have to solve this, my friends. I need every one of you. I need you to let them know that this is how we can fight this pandemic, come back to normal. God.
How? How? Democrats always use God when it suits them, but they lack godliness in all things. Her God is the devil who came to steal, kill, and destroy, John 10:10. But Jesus, who is the truth, came to give us life and give it to us abundantly. Yeah, but in the form of a Pfizer vaccine. Wow. Oh my God. AI generated? Maybe. That's fair. I don't think so, but God, I hope so. This is insane. Anyway, the tide is turning. The tide is turning. There's it's so much good shit. Listen to this. This is gonna fucking blow you away. This one actually hurt me a little bit. This one for me, this is like too much red pill for me. Listen to this one. Here we go. From the vault, when award-winning investigative journalist Cheryl Atkinson dropped a bomb about the FBI. This is fucking the grossest thing I've ever heard. Here we go.
Ducks being set up by the government and surveilled by the government. And sometimes it takes far too long to be able to clear those matters up.
May I say one little reported facet of my case is one of the federal agents involved in one of the operations against me said that they intended to plant child porn in my husband's computer. This is the FBI. There's been a case that's currently in litigation unrelated in which an FBI agent has testified that they did that. They have done that. It was not accomplished in my case. I guess the curtain was drawn on that facet of the operation prior to them doing it. But imagine how you ever get out of that. How they knew we had a young daughter at home and had allegedly conspired to do that.
It sucks being set up by the government.
They were going to plant child porn on her fucking husband's computer. The bizarre irony in that is that they also have to be purveyors of child porn. Yeah, I don't know why I'm surprised. It's fucking it's just it's wild. I mean, you know the most, forward I guess the most promising theory that I've heard about the P. Diddy thing is that Homeland Security went in there to get the tapes, not to bust P. Diddy, and it's the same thing with Epstein, not to bust Epstein. but to protect themselves. The other people who were, because basically they're saying P. Diddy was a CIA informant, and that the whole thing was planned by the government to, he was just an agent who's being used to collect footage of people doing compromising things so that they could be extorted and controlled by the CIA. And then finally they lost control of P. Diddy, so they went in to get all the footage, and now they're going to blame him. I can't believe how plausible that sounds. But that means that if you plant child porn on someone, that means you had the child porn in your possession. It's wild. Fucking wild. Wild, wild, wild. All this shit just being said out loud now. Meet Kaimani James, a student leader of Columbia University anti-Israel Gaza solidarity encampment, who openly states that Zionists don't deserve to live. He made the comments during a meeting with the school that he live streamed. Read the full investigation link in the bio. This guy has lip gloss on. Zionists don't deserve to live. Meet the leader of Columbia University anti-Israeli encampment.
Associate Directors in the Center for Student Success and Intervention.
I'm Kamani James. I use he, she, they pronouns. Zionists in my DM wanting to meet up and fight. I don't fight to injure or for there to be a winner or a loser. I fight to kill. See y'all in New York, January 2024.
So that's specifically what we're going to be discussing today. Do you see why that's problematic in any way?
No.
Do you think that there's a serious weight in taking someone else's life?
I think there is a serious weight in taking someone's life. And at the same time, I think that taking someone's life in certain case scenarios is necessary and better for the overall world. And so I personally have never killed anyone. Thank the Lord that no one has put me in that position. Though when Hitler died,
my name is Sasha Lapedo. I'm one of the Associate Directors in the Center for Student Success and Intervention.
I'm Kamani James. I use he, she, they pronouns.
Kristen Keller, the only thing that dude is taking is dick. Well, that's true. Wild. Oh, it's just an isolated incident. Don't worry. It's just an isolated incident. Don't worry. Douche canoes. No one is worried about climate change. Nobody is worried about climate change. It's all the people who pretend like they're worried. They're NPCs. That's a dead giveaway. Anyone who's worried about climate change, NPC, non-playable character, asleep. Basically, that means that you're asleep. You're just one of those characters in the video games that walks back and forth waiting for a car to hit you.
The illegals at San Diego Airport get their own line to check in because they don't have the proper documentation to show.
San Diego Airport is giving illegal aliens their own line through security because they don't have valid ID. I'm confused. I can't bring a water bottle through TSA, but these people can fly without a valid ID. Why can't these people walk? What about climate change and global warming? Why can't these people walk to where they're going? Why would they go on an airplane that pollutes the air?
Yeah. They're being flown around the country on our tax dollars.
Fucking wild. I like that dude's bag. It looks like a potato bag, right? Yeah, exactly. Jessica, so if I pretend I don't speak English, don't have an ID, I will get through security faster. Got it. Yeah, so basically, if you want a free ticket to fly somewhere, all you have to do is cross over into Mexico, throw your passport away, and then walk back. Oi. How is anyone going to fucking vote Biden? It'd be cool if that plane went back to wherever the fuck those people came from. Oh, I care about climate change, but I'm flying people free all over the fucking United States. And finally, remember, it's all a scam. Don't think for a second it's not a scam. There are no experts who know anything. Anyone in the climate change business is a moron. Here we go.
What percent of our atmosphere is CO2?
Repeat that question.
What percent of our atmosphere is CO2, carbon dioxide?
About 5%.
5?
We'll go 7. I'll see their 5 and suggest that we know that transportation causes 49% of CO2.
So right there, she said if transportation causes 49% of CO2. I mean, you're going to find out in a second. She's enumerate. So we're flying illegals around, even though we know transportation is. She knows that the cause of CO2 is caused by transportation. And I think the largest polluter, probably outside of ships, are airplanes. And they're making a mockery of it. They think it's funny. The whole world economy is being turned upside down, but they're being asked a question about CO2, which a lot of people, the NPCs claim is the cause of climate change. Here we go.
That's why we're all working on energy transition.
All right. So what number do you think it is?
5.
5. Do you have one, Mr. Boyd?
So we got a 5, 7, 8. We'll get the high end.
All right. The answer is 0.04%. Not 1%, not 0.5%. It's 0.04%. It's gone up from 0.03 in the last couple of decades. This is what we're being all contorted into doing, is this tiny change in CO2. If we get below 0.02, plant life starts dying. Panelists.
0.04. Four 100ths. 4 100ths of a percent. 4 100ths. Not 4/10. 4 100ths of a percent. And when she says transportation is the leading cause, it really is ships. From the research I've done, like there's nothing you're going to do with cars that's going to change the CO2 emissions on planet Earth. Nothing. There was do you remember we were looking at those ships one day on the show? This is a while back, and one ship was equivalent to like 500,000 cars. Those ships that burn the crazy diesel. Four 100ths. Of a percent of the atmosphere is CO2. And these fucking experts are testifying, and they're guessing 5, 7, 8 and laughing. Sean M., cows are more than ships. Can you play the clip of Ulla Stupanex doing muscle ups? Is it a clip? I think it was just a still photo, right? You're talking about the one where you can see the outline of his Dong. I don't know where that's at. I need Caleb for that. All right. Blew my load. I think that's it. We can do. You want to do some more Jew hating? See what the liberals are up to with their Jew hating. I don't know. I could save this for tomorrow. I would really enjoy it if they just brought out. I really just want to see water cannons. I just want to see water cannon. I would just bring out water. I'd bring out the water cannons on the border, and I would just bring water cannons everywhere. You want to talk about cocks? I like good cock talk. Whose cock you want to talk about? Greta cannons, yeah. I love them cannons. All right, love you guys. Great show. Thanks for being patient with me today. Sorry I'm late. We just had a misscheduling in StreamYard. We're trying to move Russell. Oh, here we go. Caller, hi. Hey, are you calling from Gaza?
I'm not calling from Gaza.
Oh,
the U.S. of A.
Oh.
So I'm calling to check in about. I've texted you a couple times about that Subclips channel. I'm gonna just get in a little conversation with you about it.
Oh, here's the deal. I thought Dusty had dropped the ball, but he didn't.
Heard. Okay.
And I appreciate it. Let's go over to the Subclips channel and see if he's dropped the ball. Hold on. Let's just go see. Let's just put my boy on blast. View your.
I've been confused too. It's been it has been putting out stuff still. So it's like maybe somebody.
Are you
home
cool?
teams covered it.
Are you cool?
I'm chill as hell.
You are? Like, the thing is I just don't want to work with anyone who's just not fucking cool. Like, I just... So many people think they're cool and they're just not fucking cool. They're just high-maintenance fucking idiots. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Yep.
It's like... Are you self-starter?
Yeah.
You can just handle your business? Should I have two people doing Subclips?
I'm game. I mean, yeah, give me some reins, one of the reins. Yeah, I'll do stuff.
Yeah, I like your voice.
Wow, thanks.
You think
I'm half Jewish?
You are Jewish?
Yeah, I'm half Jewish.
Your mom or your dad?
My dad. Yeah, people say that technically doesn't count.
No,
no,
it's good. That's good. I'm good with that. Hey, that's what a great opening line for an application for a job that needs to get done. I'm Jewish.
Yeah, I need like that. Non-Jewish, non-vaccinated.
Wow. Holy shit.
Christian. You like Christians. Christian.
There was this dude that was working with me for a while on the show, right? I want to see if I can find the last text he sent me.
Are you going to read friend text live on air?
Hold on. Let me see. I don't know if I'm going to read this because I don't want to, hold on. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can find this text. Hold on. I just don't like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see. Oh, I can't find it. I don't know where the fuck it went. Let me see my contacts. Hold on. When I have interactions with people like this, it reminds me that how many fucking crazy fucking people there are. Let me see. Hold on. I can't find it. Oh. I remember where it is. It's in my DMs. Hold on. Thank you for being patient.
Thank you for taking my call. I guess you have no choice.
Yeah, I was actually just about to get off. Let me see if I can find. Oh shit! It must have been on my old account. Fuck, it's gone. But basically, this person sent me a DM. I guess I had said something about them on the air, and they sent me a DM saying, "Hey, I can't believe you'd say that about me. There was a time when I was the only person that believed in you, and I was the only platform that would give you a chance." And I'm thinking to myself, "Oh my God, you think you're the only person who believed in me?
Mm-hmm.
You think you gave me a platform?" Like, it was just fucking bizarre. And then I just hated myself. I felt dirty. Do you know what I mean? It would be like dating someone and then finding out they were a fucking rapist. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, created all platforms.
I just don't want to be. I just don't want to. I just don't want to deal with crazy. It's like, no, YouTube is my platform, and my wife believes in me. Like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, all you need.
Yeah. Fucking nutter. Do we text?
I've texted the live call-in number,
but not my phone number.
That's kind of, and the live call-in's pretty clouded because of kill tape.
Oh yeah, and I just automatically hate anyone who texts that number.
Yeah, I kind of got myself in a mess there.
Yeah, so. You fucked yourself. Hold on, let me see. I want to see how the Subclip station is doing. I really like the guy who's doing it. Let me see. Oh, it's putting on subscribers. I want to see how much money it's made because I'm giving the guy the money from the station. I don't know if we paid him yet. How do I? Oh, let me see if it's making money. View your channel. Go to manage. Oh, Dusty, I think you should change the home clip too. Oh yeah, so okay, analytics. Oh wow, so it's made. Oh no, it's not. It's only made $383 in the last 28 days. Oh, I should probably send it to that guy. Yeah. Hey, I think the Subclip station could be really helpful. I'm going to talk to that guy and see if he's okay or if he's threatened by you. Hey, there's so much to do. Maybe you guys could do alternating shows. Sorry, go ahead.
No. How should I reach out to you? Reach you best.
DM me your phone. DM me your phone number. DM me your phone number right now. Just bump your DM up to the top, and right now, and I'll send you my phone number.
I can't do that because DMs are all now where you have to the invite has to be accepted.
Oh, can you tell me your Instagram?
Yes. 1 second.
Or why don't
I'm gonna text this number.
Oh, you're gonna text it to the work line, your Instagram?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Just send me a link to your Instagram on that work phone number.
Cool. Just sent.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see you. Oh, you're in the media space.
Hardly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you're starting.
A bit. Starting.
Do you have a butterfly as your no?
I have a butterfly. Yeah.
You have a butterfly as your avatar? No. Oh no, I found you. I found you. I accepted you.
Cool.
Okay.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I can offer you my number there. Well, and my number is the same on the work one.
Okay.
The one that you're texting on the work one.
And you're not crazy. You're chill. Cause I'm crazy busy. I don't even read my mom's text. You're just cool. You're chill. You're low maintenance.
Heard. Yeah. I mean, say the YouTube station worked out.
Yeah.
It just I have half the reins. I post. You never hear from me. Yeah.
You're just killing it. You're just killing it. Yeah, great. I mean, listen, I've been working with Caleb for fucking 3 years. I've called him on the phone 4 times. I've talked to him 4 times on the phone. I've seen him once. Our whole entire relationship is just around the podcast. He's just fucking low maintenance. Every once in a while, I send him $500 or I send him I don't know, something like a monitor he needs or something.
Mm-hmm.
You're easy like that. I think he just knows that eventually we're gonna get rich and he just has faith.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's completely psycho and I'm his only friend. It could be both, some combination.
Right. If the channels are open, I'll just send shit through it.
Yeah. That's how it works. This guy
thumbnails,
Dusty
graphics, videos.
Okay, and this guy Dusty has full reign. Like I don't do anything. Like I just gave him the login number to the YouTube station, and he just does it.
Cool.
All right. What state do you live in?
Island.
Rhode Island?
Maryland.
Oh, Maryland. Okay. Are you married?
I am.
Do you have kids?
No kids.
How long have you been married?
3 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks.
Are you depressed?
Not at all.
Do you work out?
Yeah, I do CrossFit. I'm an L1 coach.
Oh, shit. What do you sleep in?
An apartment.
I know, but what kind of clothes? Like, do you sleep naked or in boxers?
Naked.
Oh, wow. Your chick's cool with that?
Oh yeah.
Does she
100%.
sleep? Does she sleep naked?
Close, but not fully. No.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. I like that. I used to sleep. How old are you?
26.
Oh, I think I slept naked in the van when I was 26. Do you have an OnlyFans account?
No.
Good. All right. Shit, this is fucking great.
Cool.
All right. Well, did I send?
Well,
I think I sent you my phone number.
Okay. Let me see.
Now I can just ignore you in my texts.
Kind of had to sack up and do this on air.
I know. I hear you.
I don't think this is gonna happen another way. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, don't get your hopes up. It's already. It's like fuck, dude. Especially because we're going into semifinals. I hate to be. I'm just. You know what I am is. I open so many doors and let so many people down because I just have so many fucking doors open.
Right. No, I mean, I wouldn't be disappointed. I would just keep pushing.
Okay, yeah, good. Okay. Your name's not Jason Hopper, is it?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. Thanks, dude. Thanks for calling. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Okay. Bye. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hi, Greg.